Hello, I'm Deborah Brener, and I'm a teacher at a middle school in Streamwood called Canton Middle School. And I'm showing my students how to make apple crackers today, and I'm also trying to explain the importance of eating fruits and vegetables, especially the website choosemyplate.gov. I'll be talking more about that, and I'll be talking also about an assignment I created for my students, an awareness assignment about fruits and vegetables that I'm very proud of. And I want to promote eating more healthy. So what you need, first off, let's talk about the ingredients. You want to get an apple that you like that's not real small, medium to large size. This one is an Evercrisp from Michigan, but some of my other favorite ones that I've used, of course, are Honeycrisp. You could use the New Zealand apples. You could use an apple called Envy. It's a really good one too. Granny Smith, any apple that you really enjoy. Not Macintosh or Jonathan though. Macintosh is too soft and Jonathan is too small. So you want a good quality apple. Now before you begin, you always want to wash your apple, your produce, simply because it's been touched by many people. There could be chemicals on it, there could be wax on it. So I just use a dish detergent. I put a couple drips on it, or drops rather, and I wash it really good and I rinse it about 3 times and I dry it. And I put that aside then. And then I get out my ingredients I'm going to use. This peanut butter is fantastic. It's called Crazy Richard's, sometimes called Crema. Back in the day it was called that. This one has absolutely no added ingredients. It's simply peanuts, 100% peanuts. So I highly recommend that one. You really want to stay away from Skippy and Jif because they have all kinds of chemicals added. They do have peanuts, of course, but the second ingredient is sugar. And then hydrogenated vegetable oil and added salt. So you don't need the salt, you don't need the hydrogenated oil. Yes, peanut butter is fattening, but you want to go with the simple one here. Then you want to have, if you like nuts, I use walnuts or pecans or sunflower seeds. This is a really good one I get at Menards with no salt. It's roasted. Or you can use pumpkin seeds. I get this from the health food store. And one of my students suggested using some kind of granola, your favorite granola, on the apple crackers. So you can add any of these things, or you can just use straight peanut butter. All right, now to begin with, you want to have some saran wrap that you lay out 3 pieces. One piece is going to be for kind of what's left over from the crackers. And if your apple's large enough, you'll be able to make 2 apple crackers. Now the reason I call them apple crackers is I got this idea because I want to be a good representative, a good model for my students, and I've always loved graham crackers with peanut butter. It's one of my favorite things. But I said to myself, hey, I want to promote more fruits and vegetables. Why can't I make a cracker out of apple slices? Why don't I cut it in a way that it's flat like a cracker and put some peanut butter on it instead of my graham cracker? And I tried this. And I thought it was fantastic. So let me show you how to do it and when you can use these. So you want to start out after your apple is washed and dried. You're first going to make a cut that is just going to take the rounded part off because you want a flat cracker. So that little part's going to get eaten later. That goes over here. That's like what's left over part. Then the next slice you make, you want to make it as straight as you can, going downward of course. And by the way, if you're younger creating or making these crackers, make sure an adult is helping you with the knife. So you're going to make 2 vertical slices going down as flat as you can. You're trying to stay away from the core. I sometimes get the core, which I did this time, unfortunately. If that happens, no worries. Just be really careful that you don't cut yourself. Get those seeds out. Try not to make a total hole, which I think I did pretty good. Lay that aside. So those are going to be my first cracker. So then lay that to the side. Get out your peanut butter. And this particular peanut butter, this Crazy Richard's, also called Crema in some companies, does have to be kept in the refrigerator. When you first buy it, you do have to stir the oil in. There's actually a YouTube on it that's hilarious on how to stir Crazy Richard's peanut butter. But this has been out, so it's a little softer now. You don't really want to keep it out too long because it gets too soft. Now this is the nutty one. This has got the crunchy, so it has nuts in it already. So you could be fine just with this one if you just want to go with this. Or today I'm going to make one that I think I'm going to add pecans. And they're nice and flat too. So you're going to add some pecans. And I'm going to mix it up today, so I guess I'm going to have also a few walnuts. And I'm going to try to look for ones that are flatter also. So I'm just going to add one there. And unfortunately, I've eaten all of my sunflower seeds and all my pumpkin seeds, so I'm just going to go with this. Now we're going to put peanut butter on the other side. And again, you could get smooth, the smooth peanut butter if you didn't want the crunchy. Okay, so then I'm going to put that on top. And right here's my first apple cracker. Now, the thing that's amazing about this is you could be on your way to school, and you could have this on your way to school as a little as your breakfast. And if you had packed some milk, this would be a fantastic breakfast. You've got the protein from the nuts and the peanut butter. Yes, there's fat in peanut butter, but it is from unsaturated because it comes from a plant, which is the healthy fat. And you're getting a lot of fiber. You're getting fruits and through fruits and vegetables. You're getting a lot of vitamins and minerals. You're not getting any added sugar, just the natural sugar. You're not getting any added fats. You're not getting any preservatives. You're not getting any food dyes. All those things are going to be in your chips and crackers many times. So this is just a crazy healthy snack. Now then, of course, you would continue, and I do want to show you that so you understand it totally, because I'm really anxious for you to try this. Again, cutting that area that's rounded off, laying that to the side, trying to make 2 flat vertical slices going down, trying to avoid the core if possible. That's why you want a bigger apple. And you might only be able to make 1 cracker if your apple was small. And let's see if I got the core on this one. No, I did perfect on that one. And so then this was what's going to be left over, and that's just going to be a straight up apple. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing with that one, but these are just the pieces that are left over, the rounded part and the core part. And I'm just going to eat that straight up sometime for a snack and not worry about the peanut butter. That's just going to be maybe even with my dinner. I many times have an apple, a leftover apple with my dinner. So that will be fine. I just eat around the core on that one, and then I would again proceed to make my second apple cracker. And I'm telling you, these are delicious, especially if you have a favorite apple. Now, the thing is, you do really want to eat it within 2 days' time. Sometimes when I go skiing, cross-country skiing, I'll pack 2, and I might just eat 1 on a break, and the other one might not get eaten until the next day. You're fine if 2 days go by, but any longer than that, they start getting a little soft. So keep that in mind. So there's my second apple cracker that I've made. And I'm telling you, they are delicious. So you could actually pack that in a lunch. Even if you buy your school lunch, which a lot of students do, you could pack this for your, shall I say, your dessert in lieu of eating a donut that many students, fried donut that they eat, or they get a slushie. All the different hot flaming Cheetos, all those things are junk. This is a healthy snack, or like I said, could even be a meal. In my case, I would have maybe this with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, maybe a little yogurt on the side. There's a great one called Siggy's that my daughter recommends. It's very low in sugar. You could have a glass of milk with it. It would be a phenomenal, like I said, breakfast for a small eater like myself. I consider myself a small eater. Now, I do want to promote, because it's so important, and this is where I came up with the idea, too, to try to eat more fruits and vegetables. In actuality, this website, choosemyplate.gov, it actually promotes that half your plate, this means for every meal, should be fruits and vegetables. You'll notice in the picture here from the website, choosemyplate.gov, that the fruits is a little smaller than the vegetable section. It's showing you that you should have a few more vegetables. So this is harder to do. So my recommendation would be to create maybe a smoothie of a morning or even when you get home from school. And you could put in that smoothie a banana. You could put in either orange juice or milk, whichever one you prefer. You could add a couple pieces of kale or spinach to get the greens. That's a good way to eat greens, is to add it right to the smoothie. Then, of course, you could add any other fruit you wanted. I sometimes even throw sunflower seeds in for protein because they get all blended in. It makes it kind of taste rich and creamy. And then, of course, ice cubes. So all you just need is a juice or milk and then some fruit that you like. And then, like I said, kale doesn't even taste bad at all. In fact, it tastes great in a smoothie. You don't even notice it. And it's a fantastic way to get more fruits and vegetables. But this website is fantastic. There's games on it, there's worksheets, there's things you can color. It's for parents, it's for students of all ages, it's for teachers. Just a phenomenal government website. And you're supposed to eat 5 to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. So this is kind of a cool thing. This is an awareness assignment. And what I did, and believe it or not, I envisioned this in my sleep really. Toward morning, I started thinking about a big number 5. Yes, I know I have strange dreams. So when I woke up, I said to my husband, can you go online? Can you find a big 5? And he found a 5, and then I carefully and tediously created all those little squares. I created a grid. And with the grid, the way it works is every time you eat a fruit or vegetable, you can cross it off, or one of my students thought of this, if it's a vegetable, use a pink highlighter. If it's a fruit, use a pink highlighter. If it's a vegetable, use a green highlighter. And then you actually log how many fruits and vegetables you ate that day. So you put the date, you write exactly what you ate in fruits or vegetables, and then you count. And if you have 5 that you ate in the day or more, you get to say, did you eat 5 to 8 servings today? And you could say yes. But what happens is students find out that there's a whole bunch of no's going down here because it's very, very hard to eat 5 to 8 fruits and vegetables every day. But this kind of promotes it, and I'm all for anything that helps you realize the importance of fruits and vegetables. And I also kind of wrote in it, if you actually arrive at 5, if you did have 5 fruits or vegetables, you get a 6th grid, a 6th square rather, just kind of as a reward. And then you keep going on this number 5 just to see how many fruits and vegetables you can eat in the couple weeks' time is how much I give them. But they're shocked at all the no's because they just don't eat fruits and vegetables. Oh yeah, they're eating hot flaming Cheetos, they're eating Takis, they're eating a whole bunch of sweet things, donuts, they're eating slushies, they're eating all kinds of stuff that is classified as junk food. High in calories and no nutrition, no vitamins and minerals. So every time you eat a different fruit or a different vegetable, you get a different vitamin and mineral. And you get all the fiber. Students never understand fiber, and I always love to describe it this way. It would be the peel that's on the apples, and it would be like if you're eating a piece of celery, you know, those long, stringy fiber things. Sometimes you get a piece of celery that's just too, I'm going to say the fibers are too much, and it balls up in your mouth, and you're like, ooh. But those are what fibers are. And fiber is what helps you go to the bathroom. It helps your digestive system. It cleans everything out. It keeps you healthier, especially if you drink a lot of water. So if you can get yourself to eat more fruits and vegetables, drink more water. I actually tell my students, please, please do not drink any pop. Like once in a while, it wouldn't hurt you. In a month's time, if you had a couple pops, no problem. But on a continual basis, there's research that actually says it's promoting the development of not only obesity, but type 2 diabetes, heart disease, all kinds of issues. So if you can just drink clean, pure water or fruit juice, that's 100% fruit juice with nothing added, no high fructose corn syrup or any added ingredients, just straight up juice from the fruit would be fine. I'm hoping that this has helped you and given you ideas. I had this out too, just in case, and I should have mentioned that before you actually wash your apple, you should have washed your hands. So you always want to start with a clean environment. So I've laid out everything you would need. Just a nice quality apple, some nuts if you like nuts, sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds, or if you want to try it with granola. And the peanut butter that I recommend is fantastic. Once you try it, you'll never go back because it's just so peanutty and nothing added to it. If you're interested in this, I'm going to be giving this to my students. It was easy for me to make. You could make one too. Or you could always contact me at Brener at u46.org. I love to promote anything educational. I love to try to be healthier myself. It's just wonderful when we can share knowledge in the world. And I love being a teacher. I always have. And I'm hoping that this will help you to be healthier. So thank you so much for watching my presentation, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you make apple crackers, and I hope they're one of your favorite. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye now.